It varies by type within the sector, but I'll just use residential as an example. If you're doing residential construction, condominium construction, the big buzzword now, water is the new fire.
Yeah.
Water damage. So when we're talking about Internet of Things, and cyber ties into that, the previous comment we made about cyber, sensors. So you have a 200-unit condominium complex. You have 5 sensors in each unit. That's 1,000 sensors running on a network. What if the network goes down? What if it gets hacked? So there's so many emerging, we'll solve it with this, but then it brings up another potential issue. So, I would say, just to tie it together on the third as your question, to answer your question, water damage and your water mitigation plan, what kind of sensors and shutoffs are you using? Are they mechanical, automatic? Are they variable? Are you using any sort of AI to monitor water usage and flow and increases in flow to shut off? It's just an evolving thing right now, and it's certainly front of mind for underwriters, and it can make the difference between good terms, good capacity, bad terms, bad capacity, and certainly the retentions and deductibles you carry. And they can be quite material if you don't have the right processes and procedures and products available. It's something we're monitoring very closely because there's not one solution. Many are doing many things, and we're trying to sift through it and see what's catching with underwriters and what's actually working from an engineering and loss control standpoint. We're geographically agnostic. So our job is to get the best people in front of our clients wherever they may be. And we actually do that in practice. There's no P&L or silos. We're one P&L globally, so it doesn't matter where we bring in the resources or the help. We could bring in a lawyer, an environmental lawyer from Boston on a client that's building a dam in Ontario. It doesn't matter. An engineer that has a specific expertise in CLT, cross-laminated timber, from the southeast to help us assess risk. It doesn't matter. It's really doing what's best for the client at all times, and using the places, as they say, and the resources available to us to get the best results. I think that's our main differentiator. We're flatlined in terms of management. I report directly to the head of construction. So if we need to get things done, we get them done. And that really is a testament to the team and what we've built here over the last 30, 35 years.
For the placement side, what I think is really, really important, not only do we have incredible relationships with our domestic construction underwriters and teams, it's tying in the conversation across the border with Dim Dunlap and bringing the placement leaders together to talk about, who do we have challenges with? How do we, as a group, North America-wide, how do we have a bigger impact with those markets? I was sitting with another carrier a couple of weeks ago, and we had a challenge where the US was going to write a particular line of coverage, but in Canada they weren't. And so being at that meeting and bringing that particular client up to say, listen, how come you do it in the US but not in Canada? Finding strategic ways to get the client the right policy and coverage on both sides of the border, because it just makes sense. And so finding those ways of having a broader conversation with our carriers to recognize that it's not just the US conversation piece and trying to get the best for our clients there, but tying it all together on the Canadian side. So I think that was, I'm pretty proud of that we do have those conversations. It gets brought up, and we try to see results and solutions absolutely where we can.
And maximize our leverage to get
100%,
the desired results.
yeah. No, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.